Hello and welcome to another episode of Dead Presidents and Other General Political Figures. Thank you all for tuning in. Today, we are talking about a long-standing theory that has completely taken the world by storm as of recent. The idea that the killing of the United States' 35th President, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, was plotted and carried out by the CIA. My name is Sebastian, and this is my co-host Henry. Today we have with us special guests, ex-FBI agent Hamish McLeod and William Salter, a politician in America that is southern and right-wing. He lives in Texas, and I love young Sheldon. So, if you aren't aware, John Fitzgerald Kennedy was the 35th President of the United States of America, who was sadly assassinated on the 22nd of November, 1963. He was killed while riding a presidential motorcade through Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas, by Lee Harvey Oswald, who shot from the Texas School Book Depository. He was taken to a hospital immediately. However, he was pronounced dead around 30 minutes after being shot.
Dang. So what's the evidence that the CIA did behind this shot?
This might be the last message I get out in the world, because they're after me.
Who could possibly be after you?
Why, the government, of course. I used to work for them, but I got too close to the truth. They couldn't risk this news becoming public, so they sacked me. But I know what really happened, and I'm here to let the world know. We can't stay in the darkness forever.
I honestly can't fathom you believe that, Donkey Dung. They sacked you because you're wrong, and I'm right. You're dumb and stupid is what I'm saying.
Facts. The fact that you just let a conspiracy to kill a president under the rug is honestly the dumbest shoes I have ever seen. Makes it seem like you might not even be a real politician. Who are you trying to protect?
Whoa, people. Let's calm down and quit it with the profanities. Let's get into the debate. Why do you believe the CIA murdered JFK, Hamish?
For real?
Well, when you get right down and look into it, the clear facts clearly state that there is an obvious motivation for this assassination. JFK was planning on defunding the CIA. It was also a threat to his apparent sympathy for the communist cause. The CIA thought he was not cracking down on it hard enough.
You know, that does make a lot of sense.
Facts.
What about you, Will? Why do you think that this is just so ridiculous?
Real talk.
Because of how many facts and explanations it's leaving out. Straight up. Lee Harvey Oswald, the man that was convicted of the assassination, was an employee at the Texas School Book Depository, which happened to be the site where those infamous shots rang out into the busy streets of Dallas. Analysis of the Zapruder film even shows that the angle and direction of the bullet is in tune with this. Lee Harvey Oswald was not a CIA member, and had even defected to the Soviet Union previously.
Interesting.
You aren't understanding what I am saying. I even agree that it was Lee Harvey Oswald who was the shooter. But I think he was sent by the CIA to perform the hit.
And why would you think that?
Because not only did the CIA refuse to declassify records surrounding the assassination, they also used their own personnel to investigate it. That's the equivalent of when a police force does something awful, and then there's a self-investigation to conclude no wrongdoing happened.
You make a lot of sense, kid. I like your style.
I'm like 40 years older than you.
He did not.
Henry does have a point. This explanation seems to make sense. Why else would the CIA refuse declassification?
Fuck you all. The CIA wouldn't want to declassify information on how someone performed an assassination on the president. You really think they want that getting out?
Okay, but how do you explain the unmotivated killing of Lee Harvey Oswald before he could be thoroughly questioned? Jack Ruby's a clear player in the conspiracy, and I think it is fracking incredible that you choose not to mention him.
I'm also a player.
You know what is fracking incredible? The fact they let you in the FBI. How low are the goddamn hiring requirements for you guys? It is no wonder you got sacked. I think you fellas both need to understand that this can be an emotional topic for some. We're not talking about picking daisies. We're talking about the CIA killing the president.
I reckon we should get back to the discussion. Jamie. Now, Jamie has kindly handed me a recount of both timelines, and I'm going to read it out. If anything betrays your account, give us a holler.
That's what I'm saying.
The first one up is the Warren Commission found series of events, starting with the route of the motorcade from which Harvey Oswald used to find the opportune position to conduct the assassination. The Texas School Book Depository. On the 22nd of November, 1963, Lee Harvey Oswald sat on the 6th floor and fired 3 shots. One of the shots hit the president in the back of the head, and the other hit him in the back, whereas his first shot missed. Lee Harvey Oswald was later found guilty of the assassination, but was murdered by Jack Ruby prior to thorough interrogation.
And the second narrative is a theoretical series of events that the CIA plots to assassinate JFK due to his plans on defunding them, his apparent sympathy to communism, and his unwillingness to provide air support in the Bay of the Pigs invasion. Lee Harvey Oswald is contracted by the CIA and in return able to return the U.S. despite prior defection to the Soviet Union. The CIA places no guards in any of the windows to ensure it is carried out, under the excuse that there were too many windows. Lee Harvey Oswald shoots Kennedy and kills him, and upon capture is murdered by Jack Ruby to ensure the conspiracy is not revealed. The Warren Commission is undone by CIA personnel and concludes that Jack Ruby and Lee Harvey Oswald were not involved in a larger conspiracy.
What do you mean by my theory? You mean my truth? The factual recount? My
Straight up, cool. It's the second one. Obviously. By the way, not theoretical. I was there. I know the truth.
Listen, pal, I can tell you think this and that happened, but it's about time you stopped gallivanting your absurd theories all over the place.
I've had enough of this bullshit. You can go around covering things up before blaming it all on the Russians, but no longer shall you slander the name of America.
Yeah, that right? What are you gonna do about it, punk?
Calm down, fellas. We're in the middle of a serious debate. This is no time for opinions. We're looking for the cold, hard facts.
Should I, Kerr?
Such as?
Such as all the evidence I presented and thoroughly described with the intention of informing you and other ignorant fools of the honesty and faithfulness of the CIA.
What he means to say is that the truth is nothing other than the fact that it was, without a doubt, the CIA, the institution behind the assassination of JFK. That is the truth and nothing but.
Truth, my yippity-dippity brass.
Real talk.
I can't sit through enough of this anymore. I've had enough of this.
Listen, I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them.
Well now, if that's all settled, let's see what Henry has picked up.
Alright, so JFK killed himself, and then made it seem like Lee Harvey Oswald did it.
What?
Neither of us were saying that.
Hold on. He's on the prototype script. Jamie, give him the new one.
I'll pass it there, thanks.
No problem, mate.
Oh wait, JFK was white? Okay. Alright, so the evidence that the CIA was behind the assassination is circumstantial at best. Well, let's describe why the declassification is not the be-all and all. The murder of Lee Harvey Oswald is also circumstantial, as it is not unlikely that Jack Ruby was feeling strongly emotional about looking at the man that assassinated the president, and acting on impulse, shot and killed him. However, ultimately, we may never know for sure if either side is true, which is why the judgment is passed on to the public as to whether this is just a fun or interesting idea, or if it is just a cause for concern.
I'm honestly surprised he was able to put that together.
I know the letter that Cage really today responded for
Jamie, if you stop talking right now, I will double your slot for the day. Our viewers do not want to hear... Actually, scratch that. No one wants to hear you. Stop talking. Thank you.
So we all agree
No.
then. There
I
simply
hate
is
that
not
guy.
enough evidence to prove that this conspiracy
Got weird.
is fact. Now, how about we all watch The Blind Side, and after that, watch some Young Sheldon.
Not such a bad idea. Maybe not such a bad guy after all.
Land to it.